Somebody in our membership asked me the other day, Harrison, if you were going to spend money on marketing and you had non-negotiables where you were going to allocate the budget immediately and then you could do everything else after, what would it be? Or what would you make sure that you had enough money and you wouldn't skimp out on? So I didn't answer that question right away. I said I had a couple ideas, but I said, give me some time. I want to make a YouTube video, and this is that video for that person, and I want you to learn from it too. And I've been spending time this Memorial Day weekend, and what would the non-negotiables be for me? Out of all the things that I've talked about marketing and all of that, what are those non-negotiables? And that's what today's video is about. It's going to be covering those 6. And I think I have a bonus 1/7 now that I'm thinking about it for you to implement for your MSP. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow. We're going to teach you how to get a ton of leads with even more in-depth step-by-step tutorials in the back end. And on top of that, live Q&As. We're going to teach you how to close and sell your services to your dream customers and find those dream customers. And then as you grow your business, you're going to have questions and operational issues, and we're there to guide you through that. If you want to learn more, growth-generators.com. And if you want to check out our program, MSP Heroes, it's our all-inclusive membership. I would tell you it's very, very well worth it. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I made it, but we have tons of free resources here. We have a blog. We have the free Discord with 1,200 plus members in it. If you hover over that resources tab, you'll go grab it all. And if you want anything from sales guides, well, there will be, by the time this video drops, a new pricing sheet. So not only just a pricing masterclass, you could grab a pricing calculator for you to use immediately and a ton of other stuff. I will leave those links down in the video description, or if you're listening to the podcast version, in the podcast description as well. So let's talk about what I would 100% invest great money into. And the first thing is, and you probably are like, I can't believe he's going to say this, but a great website. Now, the reason I say that, before you're like, Harrison, I'm leaving, this video stinks, right? It's not just a great website. It's got to be a website that converts, not just exists on the internet. Your website, I will wholeheartedly stand by this till I die, is your 24/7, 365 salesperson. It can't be slow, it can't be clunky, it can't be confusing. If it is, you're just missing opportunities left and right. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't even know. I get it, trust me. But if you don't have a great looking website, you don't have to go crazy with it. It doesn't have to be like amazing. Even I don't think our website is the best thing in the world, but having a great website, right, that talks to who your dream customer is, clearly mentions your offerings, right? Learning more, going deeper, strong calls to action, right? You see start now, learn more, right? Learn more about MSP Heroes, all that good stuff. I mean, there are buttons everywhere. Buttons for our programs, the About Us area, services that we offer, resources. I mean, the whole 9, right? Your MSP website should be no different, right? It should be fast on mobile with a fast loading design. Most of your customers aren't, believe it or not, going to be looking at you on mobile. Yes, everyone says like, hey, you got to have a mobile first design. Mostly true, right? It's more true when people are out online shopping. But if they're doing research on you, they're probably doing it at the office while they're actively having a computer problem. This is not an industry where people go, I really could use some good tech support. Let's just spend some time looking at it and I'll make a decision in a couple weeks. When they're on your website, they are actively looking for help, right? That's the big difference. So you have to clearly know who you're going after, how you're going after them. Make sure your website loads fast on both mobile and desktop, and it has a clean design. The design doesn't have to go crazy, right? We had a designer help us with this, and truth be told, I do like it. I mean, there's always room for improvement, right? There's always going to be that, but you don't have to go crazy. I've seen some fantastic, super simple websites that do really, really well. And if you're not sure, like, you know what? Go get a template. We offer templates inside of our membership, MSP Heroes, but you can go on Go High Level. There's an affiliate link down below. You can go grab one of their website templates if you want to build it in there. It also comes with MSP Heroes. You can go to Wix, right, and fire up a brand new website. Take one of their templates and modify it. Don't reinvent the wheel. That takes way too much time. I've seen some of you guys, I'm programming it, all that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. It just is a massive, massive time suck for you and your business, right? DIY sites aren't bad, but don't go crazy with it. If you're not a designer, write the text, use AI, write the text, and hire somebody to design the website. And after that, if it's good enough, it's probably fine, right? Your customers are not coming to you because you're you're an award-winning designer. I hate to say it, right? Keep that in mind. Number two, real strategic pictures, not just all stock images. Now, this is something I see constantly on people's websites. And if you go on our homepage, you're probably like, well, Harrison, all of those are stock images, right? And they are. And I definitely have to put myself here and I'm waiting to get the right picture for that. But if you go to the About Us, right, who we are, there's tons of pictures of me, right? You guys see my face on pretty much every thumbnail, right? But it's really important to have those pictures kind of floating around. It doesn't need to be the entire website, but you should have some pictures that show who you are. Now, some of you guys don't have a team, and I totally get that. Well, I've been there before. I don't even have a team thing on our stuff, but if you don't have a team, just do professional headshot, because most people are not going to be able to discern, right? They know when it's a super stock photo. You can have this person be your network engineer. You can have her be your HR manager, right? Whomever it is. But the backgrounds are the same. And then you get a headshot that matches that background to the best of your ability. But if you just do, business professional, which I feel like I see all the time, right? This guy doesn't he's a real person, but you didn't take that. Nobody knew took that picture, right? These are great pictures that are stock pictures. We all have an iPhone or an Android, right? If you're a strange person, I'm just kidding. I love my Android people too. You have the ability to, once again, go into here and you can, hopefully this focuses, that's crazy, a picture in a picture, and go to portrait, right? Have a friend. Go on a Facebook group and ask somebody, hey, does anybody know a photographer? I'm looking to get a couple headshots. You'd be surprised what people are happy to charge, and it is dramatically less than what you think it is. Find an amateur, somebody in college. Hey, I'll throw you $100 for a handful of pictures. They'd be pretty happy with that, believe it or not, right? They're college kids. You could get so far with some decent pictures. It is crazy to me. This is a website called Unsplash. They're royalty-free images. You can use them on your website. You're supposed to give them credit, but just use something that's not super or over-the-top professional. And I know that AI images are great, but when you put your non-AI image, because you're a real person, next to AI images, it screams like fake. Most people's headshots, people don't cosmetically look flawless, right? Don't do that. I know that sounds crazy. And when you're using this, mix in headshots and team pictures wherever you can. Ask clients to take pictures of you. I'm sure they'd be happy to, right? Ask somebody with a camera to follow you around for the day. It is worth its weight in gold, and take real pictures. You don't have to be an amazing photographer. You have YouTube University. Learn how to take great pictures. It's not that hard, and use those pictures on your website. It'll make your website look a million times better than everybody else's, and it won't look super manufactured and just not real, if that makes sense. So that would be my number two, because it just connects with people on such a better level. Number three, focus on Google My Business Profile. If you don't know how to get to it, it is business.google.com/ this is the /US. But if you just search Google My Business or Google Business Profile on Google, it'll come up immediately. It is the largest search engine, as I'm sure we all already know. And you can set it up. They're going to typically mail you something to prove that your location is where you say it's going to be. That's fine. And then you can go through and you can build out your profile, edit your profile, read your reviews, photos, right? Add an update. You can see the performance. You can advertise through here if you have products, the services that you offer. You can have bookings come right through here. But by you having that and hopefully having a real location to tell people where you're at and how you can help them is tremendous. And treat your Google Business Profile like it's social media. Weekly posts, weekly photos being updated. The more reviews, the better. Ask your friends, ask your family. If you've given somebody computer advice and they've taken it, ask them for a referral. You can ask more than one person in a business if you're helping them for not a referral for a review, right? Yes, the business owner is the one paying your bills, but there's no reason you couldn't ask all the employees that you're helping as well for reviews as well. One 10-person office, you could probably squeeze 5 reviews out of. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, Harrison, well, they don't pay me, but you're still providing the service to them. It is huge and something that you should absolutely, absolutely be doing. And also, if you want to take it one step further, look into other business directories out there. Your BNI, your LaTip have a business directory, your local chamber of commerce. Yes, you have to pay for it. Apple Maps, if you want to get super crazy. Clutch has one. The list goes on and on and on. The more you can get on, the better. Don't go crazy with it, but it is definitely not a bad idea to just get on business directories, Google being the most important one. And especially if you're servicing your clients locally, do not sleep on it. Number 4 is an email marketing and lead nurturing system. He's going to say it. He's going to say it. I know he's going to say it. Yes. Go get on Go High Level. I don't care what you use, but you need to use something. I hate to say it, right? But you have to use something to be able to follow, track all of this kind of stuff, right? I use Go High Level for my own business. I would highly recommend you using Go High Level. It comes with our membership, MSP Heroes, with templates, quite literally website templates, lead magnets, a ton of other stuff. But you have to use something. You need to build an email marketing system and a lead nurturing system, and they all go together in one beautiful little bundle, right? Get 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 emails. When somebody jumps in your newsletter, boom, they get 10 emails. When somebody jumps into or downloads a free resource, they're going to get 5 or 10 emails. But you have to build that out inside of your CRM. I'm a big fan of Go High Level. You have HubSpot, MailChimp. Salesforce is not really a marketing platform, but you can use ActiveCampaign, which is a fantastic one. Whatever it is that you want to use, but you have to use something that you can market to those people. I will also tell you, if you're going to use HubSpot, it's free until you want to do the automations, and that's when they bang you over the head with a very, very large bill. Just keep that in mind as you decide to move over there. But whatever it is, you have to make sure that you're doing those things. Number 5 is content that educates and builds authority. Parentheses, SEO, right? You have to make sure that you're creating posts and you are positioning yourself as an expert that can lead the industry. It's true. I know it sounds insane, but you probably watching this video have expert knowledge that almost nobody else has out there. You should be putting this on blog posts, service pages, building out case studies. If you want to take it one step further, YouTube videos, shorts, TikTok. But you have to build content that educates. And the more you educate, the more you're going to build your authority with everything. If you don't take the time to educate and you're just forcing that sale and you're saying, give me my money, and just trying to take it from them, trust me, it does not work. I promise you. You need to make sure that you're building content that educates. It's why we've gone from a nobody channel to the second largest and soon to be the largest YouTube channel out there in like 2 years, because it's all about education. I'm not, hey, look, some of you guys are going to want to join us. Fantastic. But if I help you in any way, that's a huge win in my eyes, and that's really all I care about. And if you ever see me out and about, feel free to say hello, right? But we have to make sure that that content educates. And if you're like, well, Harrison, I don't know where to make content or how to do SEO, don't worry about it. We teach it in MSP Heroes, but you could use something called Uber Suggest. It's completely free. You can do an SEO audit on your own website. You can see all the mistakes that you have, right? We're still working on our stuff here. And it's an uphill battle all the time where we have keywords, backlinks, all of that. And then if you're not sure, do some keyword research. You can put in competitors in there. You could find topics that maybe you have a specific industry knowledge about that is super low competition, and you can create pages, blog posts on that will help you rank online. And then number 6 is please, 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 please track your data. I know you're probably like, well, that's really number 6. Yes, you track By default, your systems will track pretty much everything in your RMM and PSA tool. You should be tracking your data all the time. You have Google Search Console. I'll pull that up. And you just have to type in Google Search Console. It'll be the number one thing. You click it, you hit start now, you put a little bit of TXT code on your DNS, and you'll start collecting the data. And then Google Analytics, right? Google Analytics. It's that simple, right? Go to Google Analytics, make sure it's not the marketing training platform, right? Analytics tools and solutions for your business. Click that, set it up. It takes, I don't know, the better part of 10 minutes. And at least at the bare minimum, you're starting to get that data. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can use something like Happier Leads. We'll show you who's actually on your website. But you want to see, are you doing the right thing? Where are people ending up on your website? How did they get there? All of that information is the best information you could possibly get for your business. I promise you, I'm not just telling you these things. That is the best thing I could possibly give you throughout this. And then number 7, right? I said I was going to give you a little bonus, but only if you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'll give you a second to hit it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Always be marketing. Truthfully. You always hear the term ABC, or coffee is for closers, right? Always be closing. Yes and no, right? Not everyone's going to be a good fit. But what you should be doing is always be marketing. Every time you're out at a client's office, ask for a picture with them. Ask for a review from them. There are so many opportunities out there to grow your business. Ask for the referrals. They don't have to be sales referrals. Hey, are you okay if I just mention your name and adding these people on LinkedIn? It just takes time. Marketing is not hey, tomorrow I'm going to have hundreds of thousands of leads. It took us, I think, 6 months to get our first lead on this YouTube channel, maybe a little bit less. And then it's gone up exponentially. We've been able to help 300,000 plus on just this channel alone of you guys making the content. Put a little bit of time in every single day. If you're not out at a client's website, if you're not out at a client's office, make a blog post, make a YouTube video, make a TikTok. I know it's going to be uncomfortable, but if you need leads, there's 2 ways to get those leads. You have to reach out to them in one way or another, email, call, door knock, whatever it is, and marketing. And getting in front of them over and over and over and over again. Those are the most important things. And realize how I didn't say ads in any of this? That's for another video. Love you guys.